Hi, my name's Lo, also known as Lo, also known as Lonely Girl. It is, in fact, the most wonderful time of the year. It's the beginning of November, which means that every single one of us that has put ourselves through whatever October art challenge we chose to embark on, it's over. No matter how it went, no matter how many days you missed, no matter how many mental breakdowns, it's over. Donezo. We don't have to worry about it for another 335 days. This year I chose to do Peachtober, which was created in 2021 by furrylittlepeach. Every year she posts on Instagram and on her website the prompt list. Last year I chose to do my own. This year I chose to do someone else's. Got a lot more attention for doing someone else's. This year I also made a video of every single drawing. I hope everyone enjoyed that because it will not be happening again. You can't just like slowly work on it here and there. You have to sit down and you have to have your camera and you have to film the entire process. So you can't just like bring your iPad on the train and do a little sketching here and there. It was way too much work. It's not, it won't be happening next year, alright? Everyone appreciate what it was this year. You won't be seeing it again. If, and I'm saying, you watch this video first, and then you can go and head over to my Instagram to follow me. If you want to see all of the videos, they are exclusive on my other social media. Go over on Instagram. They are there with all of the other drawings. So if you want to go over there, like the ones that you actually like, leave some hate comments on the ones that you think suck. Engagement is engagement on Instagram, I believe. Last year I just did a regular video talking about all of the drawings I did for the month. This year we're cranking it up and I'm doing a tier ranking video. And we are also asking ourselves, what on earth is Lo's thing about barbed wire and teeth? Also, before we start, 2 of my entries did land me on the official Peachtober Instagram. So as we're going through, you can guess which ones are no cheating. That's just mean. As we're going through, you can try to figure out which 2 drawings ended up being good enough to land me on the official Peachtober Instagram. And at the end, I will reveal the answer. So stick around. Clickbait Light is posing a question in the beginning of the video and only giving the answer at the end. Okay, let's go. I would like to introduce everyone to the following 5 tiers that we are working with today. On the top, we have Put It in a Gallery. Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, never been done before. That's the top tier. Second tier from the top is good enough to hang on the fridge. Not amazing, but good enough to show off. The middle tier is something you'd find at a department store. Pleasant, generic, and goes with any couch. Second from the bottom is paint by numbers, but worse. No happy little mistakes, just mistakes. And the bottom tier is, looks like something I drew with my left hand. I am right-handed. I hope everyone's ready. I have a feeling that this is gonna be, a long one. Okay, I need to remember to screen record. It would have been an absolute disaster if I didn't. Day 1 was Daisy. At day 1, I was still, there was still hope in my eyes. I was still under the impression that this was going to be not a big deal, that this entire month was just gonna be fine. It's quite detailed as well. It's not top tier, but it is good enough. It is good enough to hang on the fridge. Day 2, Sparkle. There was an idea here, definitely. I remember the star being an absolute nightmare to do. Props on the shading on the body. A solid try at the text, you know, become great or burn out trying. It's like not like a really good answer to the prompt. It's really not. So day 2 goes into paint by numbers, but worse. Day 3 was poor And this little bunny guy has taken over my life. I draw him on everything now. I think he's so cute. Do I necessarily think that this is like a great drawing? No, but I do think there's something very charming about it. And also, if you don't let it go, it will kill you. It's profound. I like this. I like this. So it goes into good enough to hang on the fridge. Still not like the best of the best, but it's cute. Day 4 was Sky. God fucking damn it. You know, definitely an attempt. Turns out I have no idea how clouds look, especially not how to draw them in pencil, because that's something I did this month. I thought that, okay, I'm gonna limit myself to only working with pencils. That's going to be good, because then I don't need to think about, you know, what medium am I working in. That takes the, you know, guessing game out of it. Day 3. I hated that decision. Could I have gone back on it because I didn't like announce it to anyone that I was doing it? Yeah, sure. But I'm a stubborn little fella, so I decided to just stick it out. I don't know if I ever want to look at a 6B pencil again. And that's coming from someone who loves drawing with pencils. This is bad. It looks like something I drew with my left hand. Looking at it now, I don't know if I feel like day 2 and day 4 deserve to be in separate tiers. Maybe deserve to be in the same one, but I'm not sure if number 2 is going down or if day 4 is going up. That is a problem that I will deal with later. Day 5, Fawn. I had no idea how to draw a baby deer. I enjoy the spiked collar. I wanted it to be slightly different. You can see in a lot of the drawings that I'm like trying to bring some edge into it. Bringing edge into my art coming from a blonde girl with this accent. There's a joke in there somewhere. When I was drawing it, I felt like his head was too big. And like, I still think it might be a bit too big, but like, at the same time, it looks right. Something you'd find in a department store. You know, it's fine. It's not the best, but I've certainly done worse. Like on day 6, this is definitely one of the worst ones. Day 6, the prompt was sketch, and I figured, you know, Etch-a-Sketch. I say, as if I've ever seen an Etch-a-Sketch in my life. I mean, I'm not gonna make a very bold statement and say that we don't have them here, but I can tell you that I've never seen one. Also, what I like needed to figure out was, how does an Etch-a-Sketch work? As far as I can tell, you are only able to move with one line at a time. I am running out of battery. I will have to change the battery pack at some point. Get ready for it. So I had to somehow figure out how to do the thing with one line, but you can also just move the styluses up and down, so like everything has to be jagged. Nothing here looks like it should. Nothing here is good. But day 6 goes straight into looks like something I drew with my left hand. Day 7, Bud. Once again, trying to be edgy, and I was like, okay, what? Because I knew that like the most simple terms would be to draw a flower bud. And then I thought, oh my god, a cigarette bud. I figured, you know, I can draw an ashtray. And we are seeing my first remembrance of my love for drawing barbed wire. So I drew an ashtray, tried to figure out how to draw cigarettes. Is it wonky? Yes. But because everything here is drawn by hand on actual paper in traditional format, I mean, what can you ask me? Can you ask me to do anything more than this? No, it's fine. It's something you could find at a department store. It's like not great. It's fine. Day 8 was River. We've done it, boys. We have a good one. This is very much referenced from an image, because I'm not going to pretend that I can figure out how fabric looks when it's wet, pressed up against a human body. But this is good. Finally. So day 8, River goes into put it in a gallery. We have our first top tier participant. Day 9 was apricot. Now, here's the thing. Depending on my mood, I'm either like, this is brilliant and great, or I think it should disappear like the library in Alexandria. I think today I'm in a pretty good mood. However, I think I like the concept more than I like the drawing. It could have been so much better. This pains me to do, but I think it actually goes into paint by numbers, but worse. Yeah, I think that's where it belongs, at least for now. Day 10, pixel. Kind of like the last one, depending on the mood, you're gonna have a positive or negative reaction. A old flip phone with please don't call me, I have phone anxiety. This would be a very cute and fun sticker, I believe. That's the thing. If this was done in like fun colors, great, but it's done in black and white pencil, and that's boring. Like, that does not lend itself good to this drawing. Like, that's good enough to hang on the fridge because I like the concept so much. I think it would be so cute if it was just done in a different medium. Day 11, wheel straight to the bottom. Fucking hate this drawing so much. Every time and this happened last year as well, every time I get the idea that I'm gonna do something inspired by a tarot card, worst idea of my life. Day 12 is Earth. The drawing for day 12 was originally my idea for Bud. I couldn't come up with anything like good for Earth, so I figured, you know, I'll use this for Earth, do something else for Bud. Once again, concept, fine. A little terrarium in a glass jar. It is done with pencil in black and white and like not well. If I had several days to do this, maybe, but for what it looks like right now, it's like, it's fine. I can't put this into middle tiers with the apricot going below it though. I'm gonna have to do some cleanup at the end of this. Okay, we're doing a initial reaction and then movement around perhaps at the end. Day 13, cape. What's the deal with the barbed wire? Again, I'm being paid by big barbed wire, perhaps. Conspiracy theory. You're getting tired of hearing me say this. Concept, fine. Execution, lacking. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. I was trying to go for something chill and like sketchy in the hair, but looking at it now, it just looks unfinished and ugly. Something you could find at a department store, but don't get too attached to that placement for that drawing. Day 14, burrow. This was not an enjoyable drawing. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing when I woke up on day 14. I was like, oh my god, we've hit the wall. We are 2 weeks in and I want to quit. It's a fox. It is so boring. As I'm placing things, it feels like I am being mean to other drawings. It is boring. It is paint by numbers, but worse. Day 15, lamp. I was also desperate for day 15. Good idea. Lo did look at the cheat sheet and she mentioned in it, street lamp. And I was like, that's the one. This goes up into good enough to hang on the fridge. Cause it's kind of wonky in certain places, but it's like not horrid. It's not terrible. Actually, you know what? Put it in a gallery. I'm gonna be confident and say that I actually kind of like this. Day 16 was an owl. I hated it more when I drew it, but looking at it now, it's like, it's fine. It's not horrid. It's not as horrible as I remember it being. Like, I didn't put really any shading into the owl, which I think was a good idea. it's good enough to hang on the fridge. Day 17, slow. It's a snail, but the pattern on the shell is like China, like, you know, the plates. Good concept, bad execution. Once again, boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. I also think this could be cute as a sticker if it was executed better. We're putting it in something you could find at a department store. Because I do think that is, genuinely, I do think the concept of a snail with a patterned shell is something you could find on a department store print wall. Day 18, I had to go against my instinct, which was to put barbed wire in the background. Meh. Paint by numbers, but worse. It's like, it's not bottom tier, but it's definitely not good. Day 19, crocodile. The barbed wire's back. Couldn't resist it this time. I have never drawn a crocodile in my life. You know, the anatomy is more of a suggestion than it is actually correct. It's fine. I think it's something you could find in a department store. Day 20 is rest. Maybe we'll, instead of drawing someone resting, which was, you know, the original idea, to be quite honest, I didn't want to draw anyone. I didn't want to draw a human. So I decided I just decided to draw the place where you rest, which is often a bedroom. It's like, it's boring and not a lot is going on, but it's fine. It is something you could find in a department store. I think something that is very much repeating in, especially something you could find in a department store and paint by numbers but worse, is there is a concept there that could be cute. The execution is just not there, because this is something you are doing. You are pushing out a new drawing every single day. Okay, there's limits to how much work you're willing to put in. Day 21, greenhouse. I like it more now than I did as I was drawing. When I was finished with it, I was just, I felt like I had no idea what I was doing. I felt like I was just putting lines and shades and shadows in random places, which, to be quite honest, that was what I was doing. It's something you could find in a department store. Day 22 was radish. We are seeing teeth appear. There's a tooth and barbed wire. Question for the chat: what is the difference between a radish and a turnip? Are they the same thing? Cute. I have thoroughly been enjoying the new square crochet blanket type of deal that a lot of people are doing. And I think this is good enough to hang on the fridge. I really do. I think it's cute. Where's day 23? Oh my god, day 23! He's not here. Day 23. Day 23 was party. I feel bad for him. I feel really bad for him. But it does look like something I drew with my left hand. Sorry. Where's day 24? Wait, hold on. No, wait. Okay, I messed up. Okay, I told you I'd have to switch the battery. Not only did I mess up on day 23, I also messed up day 22. Day 22 was village, not radish. I was getting ahead of myself. Actual day 22, village. I did in fact love village a lot more when I did it, but seeing it like blown up on my screen at this size, it's something you could find in a department store. Day 25. Everybody, she's done it again. Put it in a gallery. It's beautiful. I don't want to talk about how many hours it took me to draw hyper-realistic stones in rippling water. It was like a solid, it was like 4x4 hours. As I was going through and doing them, because I was doing it like section by section, I was questioning what on earth am I doing? And you do kind of have to know what you're looking at to know what you're looking at. But when you know what you're looking at, it looks like what you're looking at. I like it. And that's what's important. because this is my tier ranking list. Day 26 backpack, straight to the bottom. Boo. Bad. This is bad. Backpack is followed up by day 27, which was grass. I want to put it at the bottom, but it doesn't deserve to be there. So, paint by numbers, but where's it is. It's just like not my style. Like, who's that? Who drew that? It's not me. Day 28 was pony. Pink Pony Club goes straight into the top. Put it in a gallery. I was so excited when I realized that I wouldn't actually have to draw a horse. My first idea was to draw one of those carousels. And then a picture of Chapel Roan performing Pink Pony Club came up. I blacked out. Very much a theme here, you can see at the top. If I get to work with like realism instead of like more illustrative kind of things, I'm happy. I'm happy. Day 29, break. I knew it was too good to be true. I could not have two really good ones in a row. So break looks like something I drew with my left hand. What the fuck is that? It is so half-assed and boring. Bottom theater kind of content. Day 30 is Pearl. Put it in a gallery. I actually have the sketch for my first idea for Pearl, which included actual pearls. I saw an image of someone smiling and someone had commented, "Oh, look at those pearly whites." And kind of in the same realm of me when I saw the Pink Pony Club image. The air got knocked out of me. A demon took over me. And I knew that I would have to draw teeth. So I drew teeth. This time, the tooth is actually in someone else's mouth, at least. So good. It is so good. I love that drawing so much. Day 31 is spider. Is it like amazing? No. Is it something you could find in a department store? No. So day 31 goes into good enough to hang on the fridge. Let's see. I'm looking at it now. It looks very evenly spread out, which is actually really impressive. We have the exact same amount of drawings above the middle as below the middle, but there might need to be some shuffling around here. I feel like shine, perhaps, needs to go down a notch. Needs to go down into, looks like something I drew with my left hand. It does not belong above. It does not belong in a higher tier. I might actually also move radish up a notch to the top tier. Earth is going down, doesn't belong in the middle there along the other ones. Neither does cape. Let's be honest. And I'm gonna be a bit emotional and put apricot up into the middle one. And rest goes down. Am I happy with this? I think I'm happy with this. So here we have it, final ranking. We're moving from the top. Top tier. We have river, lamp, stone, pony, pearl, and radish. That is S tier, that is put it in a gallery. Second tier, good enough to hang on the fridge. Daisy, paw, pixel, owl, and spider. Middle tier, fawn, apricot, bud, slow, crocodile, greenhouse, and village. Second to the bottom, paint by numbers, but worse. Burrow, fast, earth, cape, grass, and rest. And then the bottom of the bottom, the worst of the worst, looks like something I drew with my left hand. We have shine, sky, sketch, wheel, party, backpack, and break. If you did peachtober, this was actually kind of fun. This was actually kind of fun. It's almost worth doing the entire month of like stress and drawing just to be able to like at the end rank it. To farm engagement, let me know, agree or disagree on any one of the drawings we went through, and to give you guys the answer to which drawings actually landed me on the peachtober Instagram. That was, in fact, Greenhouse and Pearl. Greenhouse, which I myself placed in the middle tier, just like when she messaged me asking for me to send her the photo so she could post it on the peachtober Instagram. I was like, really? That's the one? I mean, like, fair enough if that's the one you like, but I've done much better for the past 3 weeks. I do agree with Pearl though. She did make a good choice posting that one. That one was indeed one of the better ones. Honestly, Pearl might be my 𝐵1 for the entire month. Like, Pearl in my heart. Once again, if you want to follow me and see the actual drawings that I did, I'm Lonely Girl Studio on Instagram, and I'm saying this as I'm drinking a cold soda, but like, don't forget to drink tea because I can feel myself getting sick. It's November now. We're in for a rough couple of months. Goodbye. Kisses. I'm getting sick, so like now you're sick too. Sorry.